So the topic today I want to discuss is about demographic changes that are taking place. It's in the winter session of Parliament. It was discussed quite a bit, and when the SIR exercise happened in Bihar, it came up. It's going to come up again and again during the SIR exercise in Bengal.
Yeah.
Tell me the pressures on the polity in Bihar and Bengal and rest of India as a result of this.
So I think Bihar and Bengal elections have been understood largely in the context of how many more states will the BJP win in. So that's been one question that people have looked at. I have looked at it from a slightly different perspective
Sure.
because I'm not a keen follower of day-to-day politics and I'm not particularly good at it. I'm just looking at the slightly macro picture. And the question that I'm asking myself is, how much of this is going to be affected by demographic changes from within and how much of it is going to be affected by external infiltration? That's been the question. Because we keep frequently reading articles which are tucked away in corners of newspapers as to how many districts, border districts, have witnessed demographic inversion, largely because of infiltration. And therefore, the SIR exercise, according to me, has been an extremely important intervention in this regard. Be that as it may, one of the things that I've been actively pushing for, at least since 2024 election results, has been that we badly need a discussion on NPR, NRC and the census very seriously. That conversation has taken a backseat ever since the
CAA agitation.
And after that, the conversation about NRC has completely died down. And I think we need to seriously bring it back because we don't have a clear picture of where we are currently standing. And I suspect that despite the best efforts of the current dispensation over the last 11 years, infiltration has not stemmed. And the deputations don't match the numbers of infiltration.
You don't agree that the SIR exercise is actually NRC in disguise?
It may be so, but I don't think it's... See, one of the things that an exercise is supposed to do is to awaken people to the challenge. I don't think SIR is doing that. Because they're still looking at it as a statist issue or a state-related issue. It's something that concerns a particular region or a particular state. The fact that it affects all of us and that it is no more a phenomenon limited to a particular region is something that people haven't woken up to. Several lectures have been delivered by better informed people other than me over the last 6 years, 7 years, at least since the Rohingya issue burst out in 2015, 16. And yet I don't see that awakening happening. So while
Because Rohingya is not just a border state.
Correct.
It's gone all the way till Uttarakhand.
Uttarakhand. Why Uttarakhand? I've said this before. Chembur in Mumbai, South Bangalore. Then you can see them in Kadalur, which is one of the coastal parts of Tamil Nadu. Okay, Goa.
Rohingyas.
Yeah. There are cricket teams in Hyderabad. So I don't think we
It's not a border issue.
No, it's not.
Okay.
It's not. It's a systematic issue, and I think we're forgetting that there's a larger issue that Panun Kashmir as an organization has been pushing, and I've been reading it keenly just to understand various strands of literature on the issue. And they're saying that the larger problem has been our inability to understand the game surrounding the control over the Himalayan spur, that entire region. Okay. So the infiltration had started into Jammu. Not just Kashmir, it's actually directly into Jammu because the valley's demography is already taken care of. Though now, therefore, your idea is to encircle the only community that's giving you a stiff resistance, the Dogras. Okay, so they're being gradually encircled. Then the let's say the military establishment around that, I don't know how safe they are at this point. So I think when you read this, you'll realize that this is not some random madrasa at work or some random let's say religious fanatic at work. They are merely front-end soldiers or foot soldiers, and there is a very clear thought behind it, which I think goes back to the establishment of Pakistan and then the great game surrounding this entire region, where Pakistan is effectively seen as a garrison state, which is the creation of the Anglo-American enterprise, coupled with, of course, the native interest in carving out a separate Muslim homeland. They find a convergence because it becomes a convenient confluence of interest to create trouble for Bharat. Then, of course, all-weather friend China, who jumps into the fray because he knows that it works to his advantage as well. And then when you realize that each of them is using these levers in different ways. So demographic inversion is not the vested interest of a particular group or a mindset. It's a confluence of interest for several people who have a problem with the Hindu majority.
Namaste, Jai Hind. You're watching ANI podcast with Smita Prakash.
अगर हम उसको मस्जिद कहेंगे तो फिर विवाद होगा।
The issue is टूटा है क्या भारत?
400 पार का मतलब ये है कि संविधान खतरे में है।
क्या हम लोग ये निर्देश देते हैं कि फला को गिरफ्तार करके जेल डाल दें?
वही तो कह रहे हैं सब।
ये बेबुनियाद निराधार आरोप।
सच्चा सुनना चाहो देखो स्मिता प्रकाश ANI, it does not lie।